في أكبر الكتب.
The business of the day. We're going to be talking about AI and writing the best supporting statement. Life has been made easy with the word of AI. I cannot fully explain what AI is to all of you tonight, given that it's a limited time, and I hope to wrap up as early as possible. But what I can do after the session is, for those that have joined, I'll email you a link for you to know more about AI. And if you follow what I'm saying, you're going to understand how to write your thing yourself and what exactly employers are looking out for. So what is AI? Artificial intelligence. In simple terms, AI is like Google. So if you type into Google what is nursing, Google tells you, brings you a lot of results. But what AI does is to look at all of these results on your behalf, then come up with similar statements from all of these results that are gone through. And it's come a long way. I remember when it started, they don't have ability to search online. But more recently, with more models, more competition, AI can go through a document, it can go online, search through a lot of articles, it can do much more than you can imagine. So this helps us in our home practice, to be able to say, you want to search for articles, you want to look for things, and take advantage of AI in its whole sense. It makes your life easy. And I do always encourage AI to use it ethically. Ethical use of AI is what we encourage. Supporting statement is how you are able to show your employer that you qualify for the job, or why you should be shortlisted for that particular job. There are a lot of things that they look out for: job description, track, backends, and all of those things. I'll see if we can touch a bit on that. If not, I have a slide on takeaway that has a link that you can rely on and go through in your own spare time to understand it fully. But after today's session, trust me, you're going to be writing the perfect supporting statement for yourself. And if you've not been getting shortlisted and all of those lists before, I hope that this makes a change and improve things. We'll talk about how to upload job descriptions and set AI prompts in a way that helps you master, what you want to do. Feedback and statements, will be tailored to you differently as well. Humanizing and editing, as well as with any other online resources, people tend to rely on the same method. If I teach all of you today a step now, only if you would, change it to their own format and the way that is easier for them to navigate and play with. So I'll teach you that, how to humanize it, and we're going to do a little bit of practicals. I just want to make sure that you guys are still here with me, so you can unmute your mic and just say hello. I'm still here. Turn off my share. If you can, on your mobile device, try to head on to, if you have Twitter, now X, go on to X. We're going to use Grok AI. If you don't have Grok AI, just go to ChatGPT, type ChatGPT online. If you are using Apple iPhone basically and Android, you can download ChatGPT app as well. If you don't have either of those, you can as well use Gemini, Gemini. Those are three top. There's deepseek as well, but I haven't explored deepseek as well as this other three that I've talked about. I'll try and see if I can log into deepseek now, so we can compare all of the AIs together, and you can see how well each of them is, changing the world and making life easy, as well as change the face of our AI prompts and all of those things to make your life easy. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. If you don't see it clearly, let me know. I can increase the font size. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, although it's a bit it's small, but you can increase it a bit if possible. I think this is cool.
Increase the font size a little bit. How about that? Better? Let's look for a job. Let's write a supporting statement for one of our jobs. Which passes?
Okay, can we do a band 6 critical care?
Let's go to track. That makes it easy. Track. Critical care. Yeah, guys and Central was good. Oh, this would have closed. Okay, the job is closed, but that's fine. We can practice with it. Yeah. So the first thing we look at before applying to any job, anytime, is job description. Yeah. Sometimes I read on this page, job description, independently manage a group of patients, blah 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 blah. So I'll give you a little bit of back end into what people do. Let's say I'm an employer and I want to look at 1,000 applications. The way I'm going to know, or the people who I'm going to shortlist, how I'm going to set my criteria for shortlisting is through, most of the time, person specification. If you as an employee or a prospective employee meets that person specification, I'll shortlist you for an interview just to come and have a chat with you, see who I'm going to pick for that job. And this is how we come up with our supporting statement. Now look at this. It says essential and desirable criteria. Yeah? Is someone following?
Yes.
Thank you, Feishai. So you look at the essential criteria and desirable criteria. Now let's say for each of these essential criteria, I'm giving it 2 marks. Yeah, this will be 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks. That's 8. Yeah, desirable criteria, 1 mark because it's desirable, you know. All my essential criteria, I'm giving it 2 marks. Or when I'm doing shortlisting, on track, there's a way you can give scores to each application. So I see that people have 40, 50, 30. Now I'll set my shortlisting criteria to, let's say, 50 marks. Every one of you who is not meeting that 50 marks will not be shortlisted. You will get the unfortunate email. Unfortunately, all of you that meet more than 50 marks will get shortlisted for an interview. That's how it happens in most places. They have either a scoring system or a kind of face value application where they just look at your application and say, okay, this is good enough, let me take this person forward. That's how it's done most of the time. Now let's look at this job. For this band 6 CCU role, they want a BSc first degree. Okay, that's good. Most nurses will have that one. Evidence of specialist course. So if you're applying for this job, you already know, will they pick me for this job? So it's not always about just applying for jobs. It's looking at the essential criteria. Now I'll talk to you about some of the things and how we go about it at the end of the day. That's fine. So post-registration qualifications, in order to demonstrate relevance, experience, okay, leadership qualification, RN, childcare, blah, 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 blah. This is what they want. But this is how AI makes our life easy. We will practice 2 approach, but I like going to the longer one first because you want to be different from every other person that applies for that job. Now, maybe still judged. Okay, good. If you see on this side, you can see the job description and person specification. Yeah, click on it, then it downloads the document to your folder. Good. The file is on my phone or my PC. I've downloaded the person specification. Now we're going to use all of this AI, and we can see the differences between them, and you can choose which one applies to you most of the time. Now let's have a look. I'll go to the web page. I want this thing to clear from my. Yeah, I'll go to the web page. Where is it again? Job application. I'll click on the link. Most of the time, I open a document to type what I need. Yeah, look, AI is easy. What you need to do most of the time is, give AI what you want it to do. I'm gonna zoom this out a little bit so you can see. Say, look at.
Sorry, where are you now? So this is another.
Yeah, it's just like your test pad or a note on your phone, because you want to type what you want to put on that AI. Yeah.
Okay. So before you copy it,
yeah, I'm just typing it somewhere. Sorry about that.
Okay.
So look at this job. I've copied the job link. Let me go back to the.
Yes, and you pasted it on the.
Yeah,
on the tab.
Yeah, I've copied this from the web address. I go to my notepad. I say, look at this job. I paste it. Yeah, I want to write a supporting statement for this job, but I want something unique. Don't give fictional write-up. Let's make it easy. I want to write a supporting statement for this job. Please adhere to the following prompts. Yeah. 1, I want something unique. Yeah. 2, don't give fictional write-up. This is one of the challenges with AI. If you don't instruct it, it can generate something abstract for you, and it's not going to be tailored to what you have, or what is specific to you. 3, ask me how I meet each person specification requirements to be able to come up with a feedback. Assume a critical employer looking out for the best to inform your response in writing in the supporting statement. Is this okay? Yeah, is that clear enough? Like, you just fed into AI what you wanted to do. Now copy all of these things. Let's go into the AI. Let's start with Grok. Copy, paste into Grok. This is Grok. Oh, sorry, I didn't copy that one.
So you need to copy like everything.
Yeah, I copy everything in my notes. You could type it into AI, but I like to type it somewhere else and copy it into the AI.
Okay.
Paste. Yeah, this is everything we type. That's Grok.
Yeah.
AI.
Okay.
I've pasted it. Research. I will help you create a unique and tailored support. Since I don't have direct access to the job description or the person specification, I will need your inputs. I will ask common person specific. So AI, you can see that Grok now cannot read that page. Now let's go to ChatGPT. This is ChatGPT. Most of you may not have the subscription. Let's go to 3.0. I think 3.0 is the one that everyone can access. I don't even have 3.0 again.
Which one is 3.0, please?
So there are different models to ChatGPT.
Okay.
If you are on GPT subscription. I have a subscription plan. If
Okay,
you don't
so how
have
do
a
you
subscription
subscribe
plan,
for
that's
that?
fine as well. Huh?
How do you subscribe? You just ask for
Yeah,
GPT
you just go to your profile and go to extended subscription. It costs about $20 per month, but don't worry about it. Newer models are perfect now. You don't have to waste your money on that. We will see the differences soon. I'm thinking I should use the open model. Let's see. This is the free version for everyone. Yeah. So let's paste the same thing we pasted into Grok. Okay. Let's see what it's gonna say. You can see that there are different weaknesses to all of this AI. Yeah. This one is very straightforward. I don't know if you can see your screen. It says, I have reviewed the job advert. To create a unique supporting statement, I need your input on how you meet each of the person's specification requirements. Here are the main criteria listed for the Band 6 role. So, it brings it up like this. Clinical skills. It's asking me the question now. So if I give it the answers to all of these questions, it's going to come up with a supporting statement for me.
Okay.
That's one version. Now, let's paste the same prompt. We are going to walk through all of the AI so we can see at the end of the day which one is best. Yeah? I hope I'm not confusing anyone yet.
You are not, but there's the part I wanted to ask a question, but
Yeah,
don't worry.
sure, ask.
I wanted to know how you copied the link of that job. Is it this
from the browser?
The part that said person specification.
Okay,
that part that you actually copied that you pasted
Let's go back to it. Let me quickly show you. So this is the page of the job, yeah? You know where you type in your browser, let's say www.matthew.com.
Yeah.
This is the place now. Yeah. Let me zoom in.
Track jobs. Is it
jobs?
not?
Yeah. This one. So if I right click and click copy, that's how I copied the link to that web page.
Okay.
And I also downloaded the job description in case some AI don't have the ability to read it.
Okay. So are you inputting both the job description and
I'm only using the link for now. I'm testing the ability of all the AIs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Thanks.
No worries. So the third AI that we're going to be using is Gemini. This one is also free if you're using Google. There's Gemini Advanced. I don't know. Is it subscription based?
Is the Gemini with what's the name? Android phones?
Yeah. Gemini is Android, Apple. I'm not sure iPhone anymore. I don't use iPhone.
Okay.
This is why I don't use iPhone. Just kidding. iPhone guys will beat my head off. All right. So you have Gemini now. Let's paste the same prompt into Gemini. This is the same thing, Look at this job advert. I want to write a supporting statement. Please adhere to the following prompt. These are your prompts. What you want the AI to do for you. And I want something unique. Don't give fictional write-up. AI can give you fictional write-up in this world. Ask me how I meet each person's specification. Assume a critical employer looking out for the best to inform your response in writing me a supporting statement. That's all I want AI to do for me because I want to apply for that job. Yeah. So let's click on submit. Good. Now, this is the weakness of all of this AI. Look at what Gemini is saying. Gemini is saying, let's create a tailored supporting statement for the business intelligent developer role. So you can see that Gemini is weak because we're not applying for a business intelligent developer. If you go to Grok says that unfortunately Grok cannot read from the link that we posted. Yeah. GPT states GPT can already read through the link very easily and know what I want. So I like ChatGPT most of the time, as you can see in our display and practice examples. However, there's still a way to bypass the one for Grok, and we're going to do it now. So we know that Grok cannot read a link. Let's see if we can attach the job description to Grok rather than using the link. Is that okay? Is that clear?
Yeah, that's fine. Because we've tried using the web page, it didn't work. So we want to use an alternative.
Exactly. So on Grok now, on your Twitter or whatever, you can see this little icon.
Yeah, like an attachment.
Yes. I click on it. It's uploaded on the, on Grok now. Let me type it. This is the job description. Let's see what Grok is going to say. So we can be on the same page with other.
This Grok, is it in Twitter or on Twitter or something?
Yeah, it's inside Twitter, just one of your tabs.
Okay. I'm not really on Twitter. I think I'm on Twitter, not active.
So Grok has now seen it at the end of the day. Thank you for sharing the job description for the senior staff nurse, Band 6, guys and St. Thomas. I will now tailor my approach to help you craft a unique, authentic supporting statements that will impress a critical employer. Now, Grok has now come to the same page that we're on with GPT. Happy? So Grok has given me 21 questions to answer, but let's start with the ChatGPT one, which is I think less. So let's copy what ChatGPT says it needs from us. Number 1 to 6. 1 to 7, yeah? Control C, go back to my note. This is the note I'm using. Yeah, this paste it into it. Yeah? Am I clear?
Yeah,
Any confusion? No.
I'm
not yet.
clear for myself.
Okay, good.
I don't know what that.
Good. That's me. So it says, in terms of experience, can you share specific examples where you've worked in a high pressure or critical care environment? Yeah. I have worked with University of Nigeria before in a very stressed environment. This is where AI gets funny. You can put in brackets, create a fictional high pressure critical care environment guide for this part. Yeah. How do you manage complex patient care and emergencies in a critical environment? Let me say prioritize my caseload. Have you demonstrated leadership or mentoring skill? How do you manage team? I have sets in advanced leadership from University of London. Clinical skills. What advanced clinical skills? Let's say cannulation, phlebotomy, CVC insertion, proning, etc. Yeah. Communication. How do you ensure effective communication? You can say, give me a draft for this. Your purpose is not to stress yourself. Personal attributes. If you have anything you want to answer in this particular part, just say, I don't know, give me some. Copy, go back to GPT, reply. What AI has done for you is look at that job description, person specification to be able to write you this. What you then do is what we talked about appears to be bots for GPT. Can you humanize? Then GPT will make it a bit more like a friendly kind of a thing, because people are now crazy with all this AI kind of a thing. One other thing you want to do is write in UK English. GPT gives you responses based on an American kind of default English. Avoid ambiguity and avoid in-text abbreviation such as I have, because this is a formal job application. What AI has done for you is just be writing things as if he's drunk. You can see this I have formats, I''VE. That's not how you would write a formal application. So write in UK English, avoid ambiguity and avoid in-text abbreviations such as I have. Send it and wait for it to come back. Now it's written it for you. Now you're ready to go. Copy it, paste it wherever you want to paste it, edit it yourself, then you can use this as your supporting statement. Are we clear from the side of GPT?
Yes, I'm clear.
Brilliant.
I think it's just practice.
Exactly.
I think it makes
now,
sense.
if you go back to Grok has listed all of these questions for you to answer. If you don't want to copy like I did in GPT, just say, ask me one after the other so I can answer before you move to the next, and after answering everything, generates a nice supporting statement in UK English, avoiding abbreviation such as I am, and writes in human context, not bot feedback. So what Grok does, let's say if Grok has the ability and says, I will ask you, once you've answered all 21 questions. So question 1, do you have BSc? I love AI. It makes me feel excited when I see how it gives you feedback. Do you have BSc? What's equivalent? I have BSc, MSc in adult nursing. Thank you for your response. Question 2. Should we answer all of the questions and see what feedback is going to give to us? Okay, so let's go. What specialist, clinical or managerial training or continuing professional development have you completed relevant to this specialty, e.g. cardiology or oncology? So, okay, let's say basics of ITU, CVC insertion, IV managerial training. What managerial training can we put? Shift management.
Use of ventilator. Oh, manager.
We can put that.
Training.
Ventilators, etc.
Foundation course and the like.
Foundation in ITU. Thank you. Question 3. Since the job description doesn't specify the exact specialty for senior staff, here is your answer to question 2. So it's giving me like an answer to question 2 to prepare. So let's say skip.
Okay, sorry.
No, not at all. Sorry. Skip. But it's just to demonstrate. Skip the remaining questions and generate from the place. I'm being polite to AI. Can you hold it up, please? So look at it now. 650 words. Tone is professional, human, and tailored to critical employer who values evidence of competence and trust alignment. Now, all they are looking out for is if you meet those person specifications along with the qualifications that you've added to your statements and all of those things. And this is the beauty of AI. Now let's copy this prompt. Let's go to Gemini. Let's see. Gemini even gave us a wrong. Gemini is saying that the job in business intelligence. Now let's see if we can add file. So let's say this is the job description. So those are the two approaches. If you don't get something from the link, you can give it. Oh, it's now saying it. Okay, I've reviewed the job description for guys and gentlemen. It's asked all of the questions now. Let's use the same prompts that we use in Grok. Ask me one after the other, that kind of a thing. Copy, paste to Gemini. Let's see. Got it. Let's start with the first question. Do you have a BSc? Yes. What is it? See, this one is good a little bit. It's elaborating what's the title of your degree. BSc, MSc, I don't know. Next question is also related to qualifications and education. Can you provide evidence of professional clinical knowledge in the area supplemented by blah 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 blah? This one is a little bit probing you for that, which is good. Well, GPT-0, there's one online. Yeah, GPT0.com. Yeah, this is the one I like. It will be the text. 100% or GPT AI text.